Hello Aquarius, hello and welcome. It's your general tarot card reading for October of 2018. So Aquarius, those four cards that are kind of representing the main energies, development themes in October for you. This one is representing you. This is representing what's possible to achieve. This is what to consider. This is to what to let go of. And this card is representing what's going to help you to move forward. This is additional commentary. So Aquarius, I think it's going to be a very interesting month for you, because you're being represented by the Knight of Cups, and you might be having drive, you might be on a mission, you would like to fulfill yourself, but equally you might be not equally as forthcoming as you think you are. So you might have a feeling that you're lying yourself out there bare and vulnerable, but actually you are not. You're still in your little shell. And actually it's a question about how comfortable you feel being vulnerable. And that is the question for you for this month, Aquarius. This is coming through. You might have the best of intentions. This is not a question about your intention. This is a question about what are the limits on your vulnerability, because you might be, for some of you who are, if that is romantic, it relates to romantic relationship, you might be inviting, but you're not letting or not allowing to show your true self, your true emotions, because you might be too afraid of being hurt. That's for one. For others, you are very straightforward and outgoing, but you are not really letting on what is going on with you. So this is just kind of, this is coming through. That's what I'm passing. So what else do we have here? We have a Page of Wands, we have an Ace of Pentacles, we have a Five of Swords, and we have the Emperor. So this is about, for some of you, it might be a conflict to do with job, some kind of disagreement. Maybe there's going to be your take on situation, somebody's take on situation. So October is going to be rather busy, going to present itself with opportunities, but it's all about not throwing the baby with the bathwater and being able to see, or to at least consider, what kind of fights you would like to pick, and is that necessary? Try to be so, I think the word that's coming are stubborn. You might be too stubborn, you might be too idealistic, so the perfectionism is not helping. And what they say, be more pragmatic, see what kind of opportunities are coming, take them and accept them, and be able to things from a perspective of what this opportunity that you're going to receive in October, what's going to give you in the long run. Because you might be looking at it from the very short, from reactive point of view. I'm hearing reactive, so that you might have a reaction to something that is going to be instant, and it's not going to, even though you think you thought it through, no, you haven't. That's what's coming. So you might be rewarded. Some of you might receive a step up. Some of you might receive some kind of additional money. Something is happening on the back of some kind of investment you made prior to October. It's a general reading, but then you're going to have this kind of, it's not to say entitlement, but it's not what you wanted. Maybe not ideal, maybe not perfect. But this is not about picking things apart. This is about capitalizing on what you already have achieved, and they're saying be pragmatic here. Take what has been offered and capitalize on it. You're very cautious anyways. You're very wise. You know what kind of opportunity you have. So don't allow this kind of side of you that is looking for picking things apart to kind of take the lead. This have to be your analytical brain have to lead the way in here, and you have to be very factual. Very factual. So what is possible? Some kind of recovery. You might have a holiday. You might go for a holiday if there was some kind of issues with your health. There's a possibility of recovery. So this month going to give you that opportunity. What is to consider is Ace of Cups, Aquarius. Are you actually, because I just look at the King of Wands, that is what's release. It's something to do with your give and take. It's out of balance here. In general. And October going to kind of, because you want to give. You're quite happy to offer some kind of help, support, to receive, and then you're shutting off. Feels like it. So you're happy with the initial stage of being maybe friendly with people that you just met. If that comes to new relationship or relationships in general. And then it's some kind of cut-off point. And then all of a sudden, like, you change your personality. It's you are changing. So it's the question of you being vulnerable again. Is coming to this? I'm not sure, but this is coming through. And what they are suggesting of you to let go of is to it feels like you have expectation of people, situations to prove themselves to you. You want to trial people, situations, to just know it for sure, to feel secure. And if that's the way, that's the question. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but what they're saying, you're not helping yourself by doing so, because you're offering something that comes naturally to you, if that is a friendship, if that is a love, appreciation, and then all of a sudden you want a certainty. Bam. It's all about give and take. It's not to say that things, they cannot be out of balance, but are you actually in balance when you're giving things? Aquarius. And that is a big question mark over here, so you have to ask yourself. Give people what is due, but not necessarily give to all. You don't have to spread yourself thin equally. This is not about the equality in terms of giving love to everyone and friendship to everyone either. But it's just a question how you're doing it, how you're initially doing it. And that is coming through. What is additional commentary over here, Aquarius? You might be very torn. You might be feeling jaded. disappointed to the certain degree. It's like half of you, it's like, it feels that some of you have a feeling that the person that you have been have kind of died or have changed. There might be a question of how you're going to... It's all about renewal. Because if something has changed with you, a part of you have died, you have to allow it to die. Don't drag it with you or behind you, saying, oh, that's what I have been. Yes, that was your experience, that is you, but equally it's entire thing about life. It's about constant transition from things that, you know, things that they are in the future become present and then become past. So things that can going through us all the time, cycle of renewal, and you have to consider at least that you cannot drag these old parts of you with you because they died off, because they were no longer serving you, and there are new parts of you. And are you allowing them to grow? Are you giving them enough room? And that is a big question mark. You are immensely strong mentally. You're very strong, you're very focused, you have an ability to see things through and actually see things for what they are, which is not easy. I appreciate that. It's not a nice place to be in, but equally there's something about your vulnerability that is triggering something that is not helping you. It's almost, I don't know what precisely it is, but it's not allowing you to go through a smooth transition in terms of relations and relationships. You're happy to do things, and then all of a sudden you're going to kind of want to test. So you have to ask yourself, why are you doing it? Maybe instead of jumping into offering something, wait if that is indeed worth to this person or situation, whatever it is that worth your offering? Maybe evaluation should be taking place beforehand, but that is a question for you, Aquarius. It's not me for answer, but that's what is very strongly coming through. It's very strong, Aquarius. So that's why I'm laying down this for you, that questions. So Aquarius, thank you for tuning. Have a smashing month, and yeah, you take care.